Hi everybody, Captain Bill Safe III. Welcome to this exciting program on how to fish Dipsy divers, more specifically wire divers. It's what we're running in today's edition of our video series. And of course, rigged on those Dipsy divers are one of the most prolific baits you can fish, and that's a Twinkie rig. Ours are BSO custom Twinkie rigs built with a Pro-Trol E-chip head. We'll show you how to rig them, how to set them, and how to catch some big kings. We are locked. We are locked on the BSO Twinkie right here. We are locked on the Casper. Check his drag. Watch what's going on there. Everything good? Okay. We are locked on Casper. We're punching this in on our Garmin right now. I just said to Raffy, I really like the way that it looks right here. We're below where we started this morning on the 21 line. I said, but I'm going to keep going because I like the way it looks. And bang, that thing took right off. Still got him?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Let's get, how many feet? Where's he at?
220.
Okay. When he gets down to like 150, I'm going to have you clear one so I can come back, because I'm going to put Kelly at the wheel. And I'm going to come back to handline this fish. When this fish comes in, what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to set our downriggers up first, get trolling over the hot bite, and then I'm going to set this Dipsy diver down the core. I'm going to show you just how to do it so you can do it each and every time that you fish and never have to worry about a tank.
5-0.
I see him coming right now. I got a line on that fish. I'm slowing you right down to nothing. Keep me just out in the open, okay? Straight downwind, just like that. I'm coming. Right over the top. That's it. If I tell you come to me, Steve, walk right back.
Yeah.
As this fish gets in here, you're going to back up in the boat. You're going to put that Dipsy right in my hand, okay?
Yep.
You're doing a great job. Okay, wind down, stop winding, back up. Back up, put the Dipsy right in my hand. Lower your rod tip. Put it right in my hand. Okay, hold tight right here. Wind, Steve. Okay, there he is. Hold on, Raph, we're stuck here. We're stuck. Nope, go that way, go out the back with him. Out the back, yep, there you go. Nice king right there coming in. Beautiful fish. Let's take a look. Good, that came right out. Let's take a look at exactly what we're running right here. There is the white green dot right there. You can see that baby's got a lead back on it. Beautiful king right there coming in on the Dipsy, walking right down 3 white Twinkies. And there is that Pro-Trol head. You can see that alewife bait is what we're actually using there. Instead of herring, we're using alewife. And that single #1 Adia 2X strength. And I've got that pin. Take your finger off the eye. That is, check out the bend in this, guys. That's preset. That's a Pro-Trol head, and wedged up in the top of that is all the bait heads in the BSO custom line are tied with that Pro-Trol head straight right there. And we do that because we like having that E-chip in there, and we think that helps us when we're catching these fish up. That's a beautiful king right there. Take a look at that, guys. He's just a dandy. Coming on that. Now we're going to box him out, get some pictures, and then we'll show these people, Raffy, how to get that thing set.
That's going to work.
That's going to work. A little bit to the right there, Steve. But we just landed that king right there. Now we want to get this diver back in the water. So what I've done is I have rebaited that bait head with another alewife strip. You can see where the hook's lying right there. The pre-bend in this head is perfect. Got the Twinkie rig going to our white green dot. Steve, look at me, please. A little bit to the right, please. Got my white green dot ready to go. Now what I do is I drop this thing in the water and I let it float out behind the boat. Notice I'm setting this right down between the riggers that are set. I get it running. Come to the right, please. I'm going to engage this Dipsy. This Dipsy's from over here on the port side. So what I'm going to want to do is it's going to want to automatically track in that direction. So I bring it over closest to this rod in the center. I drop it in. The reel is disengaged except for the clicker, and I'm letting it roll right straight out. It will not cut to the side unless you put pressure on that Dipsy diver. So as long as you just ride it with your thumb let it go out. If you've watched any of the BSO videos in the past, one of the things I like to say is run it to like 65, 70 feet. Once it's out to 65, 70 feet down the core, then you can walk it right over the top of this rod on the port side, drop it in, engage the reel, back the drag off a little bit, and let that go out under pressure. One of the things you don't want to do with the Dipsy, zit, 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 let it go out like that where there's big periods of slack line. You don't want that, because what that Dipsy will do is it'll roll underwater and it'll invert. It can tangle things up. You're trolling dead and you don't even know it. Keep it under pressure, float it right down the core. Once it gets to 65 or 70 feet, engage it, walk it right over the top, and let that baby swim into position. That's gonna be ready to catch an X-King. We are locked in the ice box. We dropped that Marv's Fatty with a BSO Mellow Yellow. How's her drag? Burning now? Okay, let's get that wrapped up as quick as we can. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Put it up in the side holder. I'm going to come right around to the left, Kelly. Going downwind, it's going to be a lot easier for us to handle them. Hold tight now. It's going to be a little sloppy here for just a second. Good. Wrap that right up, Raph. Wind it. Nice and easy. Coming around. Got a mark on them. All right. We're doing good here. Good, Raph. That fish still a long ways out.
Clear it?
Yeah, clear it. Oh, we're good.
155 yet.
Good. That's what I want.
Give him a lot of time to...
That's what we want. Nice and easy, my dear. Just 10 o'clock, steady as she goes. Just like that. I'm going to come right around. I'm going to go right downwind. It's going to get easier for you. When you're in rough water like this, it's a little bit easier to spin the boat downwind. Take that fish on a downwind pass here. We're at the top of the key. We're coming up out of a deep water stretch onto a shallow water section, so it's a good place to turn anyways. That way your angler can get some line back on the fish and we can get in a better position to take that fish downwind. Very easy to keep the boat going straight downwind. You don't have to fight the waves and the positioning of the king as well.
50-something feet.
Let them burn. That's good. Let them burn. Don't look at your reel. I want you to step to the left, my dear. We're going to center them up on the transom, okay? Right. Oh, put your knees right against there. All right, perfect. What we did here, guys, is we went right down in the ice box. We hadn't been getting hit, so we've been running that white green dot up on the wire. What we did is we put a Marv's Fatty, which is the green version of this, with the white and the green dots, and we put our Mellow Yellow head behind it. If Raph tells you, or I tell you, hand us the rod, you put it right in our hands, okay? We're going to try to keep the line. We're going to try to keep the line off. Good, easy, watch your rod. Yeah, we're going to try to keep the line off anything mechanical, okay? Doing great. And this is the best thing to do, guys. Want to burn all the pressure off that fish while he's out there and away, so that when he comes to the back of the boat, he's not green and he can be easily dipped. Stay right there. Okay. Watch it, Raph. Okay, easy. Raise your rod tip. Back up. Find a way, Raph. Find a way. Okay, easy. Hold. No, don't raise up. Come to me. All right, that's it. Just like that. Big giant shark right there. Big giant shark. That is good job, my dear. That's how that guy goes. There it is. There's Marv's Fatty, guys, right there. Went right down in the ice box right there on that. Mellow Yellow all the way down. And we were just talking about it. I said to Raph, I guess the ice box move wasn't that great, and we came right up on the shelf, and man, that fish banged it. Holy the size of that king. There's that Pro Troll head, that BSO head right there. tied up on that Twinkie, going right straight up to the Marv's Fatty. Kelly, well done, my dear. That is how it works. He is just a jumbo king right out of the ice box. We not marking those fish down there at all, but we couldn't get anything to hit up. I said, what's it hurt? Let's drop it down in the ice box and see if there's not a lean, long, lurking lunker.
There he is.
And there he is.
Yeah.
Smoke that combination. Hike him up one more time. Let's get a side check. Get right in there, Kelly, with him. Look at the size of that king. That is a dandy. Beautiful. Working on the Scotty downriggers right here. That's a beautiful part of that. We went right to old number 3 right here. Dropped that 12-pound fin ball right down. We started coming up on that grade out of 150 feet. We had this rigger down 131. I mean, way below where the thermocline is. And just fishing the ice box, and it worked. And that is the result. Just an absolute jammer. Well, we're here at the world famous Woody's Tackle in Port Ontario, right on the banks of the Salmon River here, where it empties into Lake Ontario, and we're here to talk about Dipsy divers. We're catching kings on divers out all over the eastern basin of Lake Ontario today, but let's take a look at what comprises some of the different diving discs, which will actually help you get into a controlled depth fishing situation on your vessel. For years, the Safe Charter fleet's grown up using Lure Gents and Dipsy divers. You can see this is a number 1. This is the primary size diver that we've always used. Now, just for the sake of comparison, there's a green with yellow, there's a silver with yellow. Those are the 2 primary colors that since I was a kid I've grown up fishing on Lake Ontario. The silver allows you to pair a variety of different things with that Dipsy diver. The green and the yellow allows you to pair a variety of different color combinations with both of those. Now, there is a school of thought that says, do you want to color code your Dipsy divers in such a fashion that it adds additional attractive qualities to the rig that you're running? Some people like to do that. Here's a Dreamweaver deeper diver, and you can see that this particular diver is totally clear. So if you want the diver to get you to depth, but you don't want any added attractive value, you just want the combination that's fishing for that king salmon to be attractive to them, then perhaps going with a black diver or a totally clear diver would be the best bet in that kind of circumstance. It depends what your line of thinking is when you're prepping up and you're making your rig for the day and you're getting ready to set these diver rods. Now, in today's edition of the Bill Safe Outdoors fishing YouTube channel, we're running wire divers, so we've got a variety of different things that we're fishing. Much of what we're fishing today is that Dreamweaver deeper diver, and this is basically set up the same way as the Lure Gents and Dipsy or some of the other divers that are on the market. And you'll notice on the back side of these that there's a counterweight that has deviations, and that allows you to swing that counterweight to either the right or to the left, so that when this diver goes in the water, it tracks and moves to the side of the boat. You can set that so that it goes either way. Now, each one of these divers is structured a little bit differently. So in the package, they come with a dive chart, and it's important to pay close attention to that dive chart. It is an approximation. The heavier line you run, the thicker the diameter of the line that you run, the weight of your presentation, all can affect how deep that particular diving disc goes in the water column. So as I mentioned, we've got Dipsy divers, we've got deeper divers that we're using, and then to add another fly into the ointment, if you will, let's take a look at this. Now here's that silver yellow. This is a Magnum Dipsy. You'll notice that the yellow perimeter around this is a little bit larger than on a standard Number one, that disc is going to be bigger. It's got a larger surface area because it has a wider ring, so it's going to get it deeper in the water column. And because it's a Magnum Dipsy diver, you'll see this is a number 3. It's got a much heavier counterweight on the back than a standard number 1 Dipsy. Look at the size difference, how much heavier that counterweight is than on the number 1 model. That's going to allow you to get much deeper in the water column with much less line. So each one of those has a dive chart. It's important to pay attention to that. It's an approximation at best, but that's a variety of different style divers that you can utilize in order to get that into the water column where you need to fish. Spreads it away, gives you the opportunity to take advantage of the tendencies of nomadic kings that may be out of temperature up higher in the water column, and it also allows you the opportunities to stack additional rods. If those fish are biting at 80, 85 feet, it's certainly easy and very acceptable to swim those divers into that same range. And now, instead of having 4 downriggers working at your disposal, you've got 4 downriggers plus a pair of diver rods that are going to be just as productive, if not more productive, in that fishing situation. You just smoked that wire at 255 right over here on the port side. Got a BSO white Twinkie rig on. Can you get any line there? It's too tight. Good? Okay. All right, we're coming to the back here, see what we've got. We're still moving here pretty quick. Still moving pretty quick. Come to the left just a little bit, Lorraine. Wind down now, wind down. Wind down, raise up. Yeah, nice and easy, wind down. That's it, raise up. Is he gone? Come to the left. Come, not you, boat. You're good right there, my dear. Raise up. Is he gone? Is he gone? Oh, there he is right there. Okay, good. Back to the right, Jody. Keep it straight here, my dear, right here. Get that rigger coming. That's good. Perfect. She's still locked on it. Okay, easy. Wind quicker coming down. Yeah, you want to make sure there's always pressure on it when you come down. You don't have to raise up quite so fast, okay? Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Nice wire shot right here. Perfect. That fish hit right at 2.6. I got a line on him right now. He's coming right now. Easy. Hold. When he pulls like that, you let him go, okay? Don't keep reefing on him. Steady pressure. All right, I'm gonna walk right up here just for a second here. Just gonna bring this down just a little bit, just like that, okay? All right, we are locked here. We are locked. When that comes in, you're gonna back up and put that Dipsy in my hand like you did before, okay? Okay. I'm gonna hand line it nice and easy, nice and smooth. I'm gonna hand line it, Jody's gonna net. Wind down. All right, just steady wind here now, okay? Keep winding. Rod tip over here to the right. Keep them coming. That a girl, just like that. Keep winding. You're getting them beautifully. Start backing up in the boat. You ready, Jody? Okay, back up in the boat, honey. Right there. Hold tight. Hold tight. Let me get a hold of that. Okay. Back up. There he is right there. Nice fish. Out the side with the handle of the net. Out the side. Okay, come on. Let's go right in here. Beautiful king. Nice king right on that BSO Casper Twinkie. Just a beauty right there. We'll be right back with you and we'll show you this fish. Well done, my dear. Well done. There it is. There's that king right there. Nice king coming right there. What'd you think about that fight, my dear?
Good. Good job.
That was banging, wasn't it?
Good job.
Here's that BSO, that white Twinkie. There's the Casper right there. We got a Rice Davis head on this because we got bit off on our Pro Troll E-chip head the other day. So I quick tied in a white chartreuse Rice Davis head and we were right back off to the races. That worked good. Let's get him loaded down. We'll knock another. Got my old buddy Brandy Helwick locked right there on the diver. How many feet, Jody, on that diver right now?
387.
Holy smokes, that guy's out there ways. That diver was set at 267, went all the way out almost to 400. Now we got him back to under 300. Check that drag on, Jody. Make sure it's good. Watch your rod tip, old boy. I'll keep them tight. What we've got on here is a white green dot with a lead back, and of course we're running my white Casper Twinkie on this deal. And he's up on a piece of Blind Creek alewife bait.
You got it, guys. Come on.
He's working them good. Guy's coming in all the way from North Carolina to do battle on these fish. Now this particular Dipsy diver, we're running a 12, 14 foot lead on there. So when we back up with that, we can't really get the net on the fish. So as he comes in, I'm going to hand line him and Jody's going to net the fish. Randy will back right up, lay that diver right in my hand. So nice to see him going on. Generally when we're running Dipsy divers, when we're running a 3-spoon down combination and we're running Dipsies at high speed, which is what we're doing today, I'll usually keep that at a number 2 setting. Then it's about a 3-to-1 ratio. If we're slowing down to lake trout speed, a lot of times we'll go out to 2.5 or we'll go to 3 and let that wire out to get it as far away from the boat when we're fighting Lakers at the back. But when we're up on king speed, a number 2 setting, a 2 1/4 seems to work very well. How's he feeling, kid?
Huh, good.
Good? Getting out of breath?
A little bit.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
One step to your left just a little bit. Perfect.
I'll try to go this way.
Nice. A little bit to the right here, and we finally see him. Once that Dipsy diver gets within about a foot or 2 of the rod tip, you're going to back right up, lower that tip, and you're going to put that Dipsy right in my hand. And then I'm going to hand line him right in. Jody's going to dip him, okay?
Sure you can handle it?
I think I can. Yeah, we might have done it once or twice. Might have done her once or twice. Wind down, there we go. I got color on him coming right here, guys. You can see him right back here. Here comes that Dipsy diver. You can see that white green dot flasher on the surface right behind it. Keep him coming. Atta girl, back to the right. Hey, look at me. That's it. Put that fish right out the back of the boat. There you go, just like that. Right there, steady as she goes. Keep winding. Perfect. A little bit to your left, my dear. That's it. Keep right out the back of the boat, nice and steady, okay? Smooth. Wind down. Wind down. Keep winding. Wind down one more time. Get close to that diver for me. Okay, wind a little more. Wind down, get close to that diver. Stop winding. Back up for me. Easy, easy. Hold tight. Just a second. Raise your rod tip. Wait, Jody, wait. Raise your rod tip. If I tell you, Brandy, come to me, you come to me. Ready? Go and kill him. Got him. Thank you. Hold on right here. There it is, a big mega king. Let me swing this out and around. Okay, here he comes. Well done. That's exactly the way to do it, Brandy. He is a pig of a fish. Oh yeah, look at the size of that dude right there. That's what I'm talking about. All right, guys, there it is. Here's that white green dot flasher. We've seen it a million times in the videos here. Lead back on that. That thing's superior. White's always a good play. Here's the white Casper Twinkie going down. We got bit off by my Pro Troll head. So I jumped into the box and I grabbed a white chartreuse right there. Put that on with a number 1. You can see that he ate that Blind Creek bait right out of it. Yeah, give me the side shot. Look at the size of that king right there. Brandy, worth coming all the way from North Carolina, huh?
All right. Worth the trip. My buddy Bill.
Worth the trip. Beautiful. Crazy Canuck. Good job with the net there, buddy boy. Woo! That's the way it works. We've got some exciting action in this video that we're doing today, and I wanted to take a minute to actually show you what we're fishing. Last year we developed a BSO custom Twinkie, Bill Safe Outdoors custom Twinkie, and we had a choice of how we were going to tie that Twinkie rig and what we were going to make it out of. And what we decided to, we've had a long-standing relationship that's great with Pro Troll flashers and their E-chip technology, and we decided that we wanted to tie our Twinkie rigs exclusively with a Pro Troll head. What I'm holding right here is the bait head that we're actually using. At BSO, we do them in 5 different colors. We do them in silver, we do them in green, we do them in UV, we do them in clear chartreuse, and we do them in white. But one of the things, I grew up bending bait heads, a lot of the Rhys Davis bait heads, and I'd bend this tab right here to get the right kind of roll out of the bait. One of the reasons that we selected that Pro Troll bait head to use on our Twinkie rigs is that it's got a 6.5 degree bend. You can see in it already. So if you're not familiar with how to bend, you haven't watched our previous videos in the BSO series on how to tune and rig bait heads, this is nice because you can put a piece of cut herring in there, or you can put a piece of alewife like we're using today. I'm using Blind Creek bait alewife. Put it in there. It comes, these heads come with that red pin that you see right there. You drop the bait in, pin it in location, and it's going to roll exactly the way that it should. So we're covering all that in today's video, but here's an example of what we have to offer. There is the UV head, and that of course is tied with our flies here, our Twinkie rigs tied with our Moon Eye flies. So we call that a UV Moon Eye. This is the Chrome Moon Eye. That's the chrome head that I just showed you, but of course we tie that with the Moon Eye flies from our BSO lineup as well. So that's the Chrome Moon Eye. This is the Green Moon Eye. Here you can see the green head. This is standard. This is a good summer head. This is a good staging head. And you can see the Moon Eye flies that are in there as well in that Twinkie rig. That's the 3rd setup. The 4th is the one that we call Mellow Yellow. And you can see that clear chartreuse head. And of course, we've got that tied up with chartreuse Twinkies. But that's a beautiful head because it's clear. If you look right inside the tip of that package right there, you can actually see the E-chip epoxied right there in the end of the bait head nose. So that Mellow Yellow is very dynamic summer or during the staging period. And then one of our all-time favorites, of course, is the Casper. That one is white with 3 white Twinkies. It's got the eye on there, and of course it's got the E-chip too. And all of these heads have that 6.5 degree bend. So you can put the bait in there, you can drop it in. They come preloaded with ball bearing swivels and snaps and #1 Addia 2X strength hooks. And they're already preloaded at 54 inches, exactly where they need to be to troll behind an 8-inch flasher or an 11-inch flasher. Now today, we're catching a lot of these kings on white green dot with the lead back. We're catching them on Marv's Fatty, and we're catching them on live wire in today's video. But I also have 5 examples that are in our BSO lineup that are all quality summer and or staging flashers that will work well for you. That's the Meat Market, silver with the green on that panel with a herringbone on the back. The Ghost, which is really a variation of what we are catching a lot of the kings on today with the white green dot, but that with a cracked ice glow white panel on the white with the green edge, lead back with the green edge. That's going to be very, very dynamic up on the wire. Marv's Fatty, cracked ice glow with green dots on both sides. You can't beat that. That's a standby all summer long and all during the staging period as well. Fat Nancy, you've seen me catch a million kings over the years with using this in a flasher fly combination, but this is also great. A tremendous setup to run behind that would be either the Green Moon Eye, you can see how that would work extremely well, or the Mellow Yellow. Both of those bait combinations would work well behind the Fat Nancy's. And then one of my all-time favorites, of course, is the Treasure Chest. You have to have this flasher in your lineup because it's got the Mountain Dew panel, it's got the glow strike of glow green going across, chrome on this side, but white with cracked ice on this side. So as good as that's going to be in a Twinkie situation up on the wire. You can also cross over, run that on the bottom for Dinosaur Lakers, and you can hardly have a better flasher in the water. But that's a look at those Pro-Trol E-chip heads and how we tie them on a BSO custom Twinkie, and that's why we're running them in today's program. We like that E-chip, we like the way it runs, and we like the pre-tune on that head. So if you're not a veteran angler like we are in Great Lakes fishing, you could rest assured that you can put that bait in there, pin it, and that bait's going to be doing exactly what it needs to do down there in the water column when it's being presented in front of the next king you're about to catch. And right over here we got the Okuma 30D loaded with 30-pound test torpedo wire, 35-pound test torpedo wire. He's at 195 feet. We're looking at the line counter right there. Every once in a while he wants to give it a jab, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He ain't ready.
Slow it down just a little bit, just a touch. That wind wants to swing out of the north now, Raph. We're coming around here almost northwest, west-northwest. I didn't think it was supposed to do that, but it looks like that's what it wants to do. Gotta look at that guy there right now. I can see the diver, and I can see Mars Fatty flipping around back there, and looks like he's a pretty decent king. He just made a little run there, like Raph said. He had a little piss of vinegar left in him, but we're gonna see if we can't handle him here as he gets him moved into position to hand line this guy. He's going right out where we need him to be. Wind down, Rick. Keep winding. You're going to get me right close to that dipsy. Then you're going to back up and you're going to lay that diver right in my hand. If I tell you come to me, run right to me, okay? I'll dump the video if I have to grab the king. Back right up. Oop, don't go that way, fish. Don't go that way. Oop. Okay, easy. Hold tight here, Raph. Raise your rod tip, Rick. Everything I take, I want you to take from me. Get ready and kill him. Got him right there. Check it out. That's a good king right there. Wrapped right around my head. That's a big old hole. That king was going for a ride up the river this year without question. And as Raph and I like to say, we short-circuited his migration. There's that Pro-Trol E-chip mellow yellow head right there with our Hulk Twinkies. That's our mellow yellow going right to the Marv's Fatty. Marv's Fatty doing the job here this afternoon. That has been a really, really, really good flasher. And he's right down in the corner of the jaw, huh, Raph? Yes, he is. Perfect. He couldn't have taken that meat rig any harder. Check it out. Holy smokes. Beauty. What a king. He is a whopper right there. That's a dandy big staging king right there. That guy was going to the river, yes, baby.
He was.
You did a nice job, kid. That's awesome. Rick's been doing this for 100 years with me, and it's nice to see our old friends come in and get something nice like that, huh, Raffy?
Well done.
Well done. That's a look at fishing dipsy divers and BSO custom Twinkies for king salmon. Each of them provide an integral application in salmon fishing, but when you combine them, they're a deadly combination that can't be beat. If you enjoyed today's edition of our video series, please click that subscribe button. It will help us to keep bringing videos like this on Great Lakes fishing your way. I'm Captain Bill Safe III. I want to thank you for joining us here today, and I hope that you'll be right here with us again next time. Thanks for watching.